This is discussion 5 regarding quitting social media. In Dr. Newport's TED Talk, he suggests 3 rationale for quitting social media. 1, he argues that social media is just a form of entertainment, not a fundamental technology. That social media is made in an unsavory way, designed with the purpose of us, the users, becoming addicted to it. 2, he states in competitive 21st century environments that the market values producing something that is rare and valuable, that can be produced by someone such as a craftsman, that takes a lot of thought, not something that is easy to replicate or holding not a lot of value. And he feels that social media is very easy to replicate, and it is the epitome of something that does not produce a lot of value. He states that anything that a 6-year-old with a cell phone can do cannot produce a lot of value. 3, people say that it's harmless, but Dr. Newport says social media brings with it several well-documented forms of harm, significant harm, such as fragmented attention, which can reduce your capacity to concentrate, psychological harm from constant exposure, loneliness and increased anxiety, especially in the younger generations that are saturated from birth with social media. And while I agree actually with everything that Dr. Newport says, I still like my social media. I'm a little older than some people in this class, I'd say, so my saturation with social media is not as much. It's very limited, and I always make a habit of unplugging on a regular basis. And I've actually raised my son to be able to detach from social media. He usually isn't on social media. He uses it very sparingly, and actually he just uses it as a cheat so that he doesn't have to write letters or emails to family members, and he can stay in touch with my family across the United States with a few clicks of his phone. 2 areas in my life that I give up some of my focus. The main place that I feel I give up my focus is actually when I'm at work. Not only am I the office manager and do the daily everythings at the front office, but I'm also in charge of the social media, and that takes away from my doing my daily duties. And sometimes I don't want to update Facebook, and sometimes I don't, because it takes away from everything I need to get done. The other place that I find I give up focus is in my face-to-face relationships. Sometimes I just update my status on Facebook, and that tells people how I'm doing. And sometimes I reach out to them that way as well. And so I sometimes prefer and distance myself that way instead of a face-to-face or a phone call. With regards to the effective revising and proofreading, I think that the most avoided suggestion for revision in social media is to revise your document until you cannot see any additional way to improve them. And the implications of this missed revision step is that by thinking your first draft is your last draft, you miss out on the very best way to say something, to get your point across clearly and concisely with no mechanical errors. You want to revise until you have an accurate, readable document that produces the desired effect for which you wrote it. Thank you.